guys and gals, welcome back to my channel. This video is in continuation to my most recent yard sale video. I actually purchased two PlayStation bundles. One was a PlayStation 2, one was a PlayStation 3. A lot of games, a lot of goodies. So I'm going to break down how much I plan on making with this deal and how I plan on splitting everything up to sell and try to maximize my money as much as possible. I'm going to go ahead and jump in, show some of the footage from that day. This is scattered footage, so today is technically 1 week from the day that I purchased these items, and in that week a lot has happened. So let's go ahead, play the footage, and then we'll come back here. Oh, there's games in here. Ooh.
Gracias. Tienen diferente precio, ahí traen el precio adentro. Ahí de 6.
Okay, excuse the absolute mess. I am going back. It's 4 p.m. I'm going back to the yard sale that had the PlayStation bundles, and I'm going to see if I can negotiate. I'm going to offer $175 for both. I know a little bit of a low ball, but if it's the end of the day, I already verified they're not doing it tomorrow because of Father's Day. And if I can, get that, and maybe they'll pull up to 200. 200 is the max that I would spend on both. If at that point they're still not willing to go to 200, I'm going to offer $75 for just the PlayStation 2 bundle because I think I can make an easy $150 off of that. So a double my money of $75, and it should sell kind of quickly. So fingers crossed that they accept the $175 for both the bundles. Or worst case scenario, 200, or I guess worst case scenario, the 75 for half. Okay, let's go. All right, so I got them. I got both of them. I'll get home and then I'll kind of go through. I might do a haul on its own of this and show you guys what I got and how much I paid. So obviously I went back and I got both bundles. Here's a good look at all the games. If anybody sees any game in there that's a hot fire sure winner, let me know. I'm going to look up everything, of course, comp everything, and decide how I'm going to list these. I mean, if I have games in here that are, big time winners, I'll probably just list the game by themselves. So for the sake of this video, I have done a quick comp search to show you guys kind of what I would expect to get from these. Now, Mama with the camera, I'm going to put her information right here, did point me to this website, Price Charting. So I'm going to use that as well to kind of verify the prices on the little bit more expensive games. I'm not going to deal with it for the games that I found. Now, these are all under $15. So all of these games here I comped under $15. They range from $5 to about $13. So right around $10 is the average. These are the games that I'm going to go ahead and bundle with this right here. So now we have these here. So it's actually 20 games total. This game here, Army of Two, 40th Day. This one I comped right about $15. Now the comps that I wrote down were on average with, I put C for complete. All of these are complete, which they do have the manuals in there. And I kind of wrote the average down total price. So if somebody charged $12 plus $3 shipping, or if they charge $15 free shipping. So this is total price. So including shipping is what I wrote down, because I'm not sure yet how I would list these, if I would do them free shipping or not. So that's $15 complete total price. This one here is $20. This is Heavenly Sword. I might even be able to list it a little bit higher, but $20, I just want to try to be as reasonable with the averages as possible. This I put options because this top game here is actually worth about $25, and then the bottom game is worth about $13, but there are a couple that have sold for right at $40. So if I'd want to bundle them together, which I would do that, I would just lot these two together to sell for $40, so one listing a little bit higher value. Then the same thing here. this game, Red Dead Redemption, is worth about $13, and then this one's worth about $10, $12. So together I can list them for $25. So that's what I would do. So this is just Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare Red Dead Redemption. And then here we have, this one surprised me the most, Driver San Francisco. I actually had a couple people reach out to me. So shout out to Tom, Retro Obsessed. I'm going to put his information right here. He knows his game knowledge, as well as Adam Hart. I'm going to put his information here because he actually sold this game recently, had no idea what it was worth until he picked it up and then checked comps and sold it for 40 bucks. So that was right about average. There were some sold comps for $30, but that was without the manual. And then we have a wrestling game, so W13. This one here is worth right about 20 bucks. Now the interesting thing on this game is there's not a lot listed. There was maybe 8 or 9, and there was maybe only 4 or 5 sold. So the two that sold, there's 2 that sold that were pre-owned. They sold for about $13, $15, but the rest that are listed, there's not any listed less than $20 that's complete. So that's why I'm going to list mine higher than the sold comps, and we'll see how that goes. So these games are all the ones that I am valuing at $15 or more. So these games here are the ones that I'm listing individually because they are expected to sell for $15 or more. Now I am doing free shipping on all of them. These here are the games that I am including with the bundle of the PlayStation 2 console itself, and that equals, I think it was 19 games. Yeah, so it's 19 games here that's going to be included with the bundle, and then 12 games right here that are selling individually. Okay, so I went through every single game, pricing every game individually. So I'm having 2 bundles overall. One is a PlayStation 2 bundle with the console and games. One is a PlayStation 3 bundle with the console and games. Then I have a bunch of individual games that I am listing. Now, this particular game right here I want to mention because this is definitely my big hitter, and I was very lucky that this game was in the PlayStation 2 bag because I was kind of just gambling on that. It didn't matter to me which games were there. I knew with the amount of games that were there, I could still definitely make a profit on it, but I got very lucky that this Def Jam Fight for New York game was in there. This game here can be valued anywhere from about $170 to $300, just depending on the version, the condition, if it's complete or not, if it's the greatest hits, if it's the black label. So all of that you do have to take into account. But I listed mine for $249.99, free shipping, 1% promoted listing fee, and it sold within 2 days. I accepted a best offer of $220. So $220, I did pay just a little bit under $8 to ship it priority because I wanted them to get it there faster and I wanted some insurance on it. And then I did promote it 1%, so that's going to be right at $22. Really, this game right here, selling that right away, I listed this right away. This was the first thing that I listed. I had quite a few people on Instagram reaching out to me telling me this game was a heavy hitter. So I knew at that point that I had a good game, and I really, my goal was get this game listed as fast as possible to make my money back for this investment, which was $200, and then everything else I can just coast it and I knew was profit. So I sold that game within 2 days, I think it was, maybe 3, and I had already my money back. Now, out of the rest of these games, for the PlayStation 3, I ended up having a bundle of 12 games with the console, everything except for the HDMI cable that wasn't included. I didn't have an extra one, so I just didn't worry about it. So 12 games plus the system and everything. I listed it for $200 plus $25 shipping. That may be a little bit on the higher end, but overall, because it's the box alone, and I've seen the box by itself if it's a good condition box. This one has the manuals and all that, and I've seen it sell for like $30, $35. So I decided $200 was a pretty reasonable price plus $25 shipping, so that's $225. The PlayStation 2 console, I ended up listing with 19 games plus 2 controllers, 1 wire, 1 wireless, and a memory cord, had all the cables to it. And I listed that one for $175 plus $25 shipping. So that one's listed for $200 total. So right there, those 2 bundles I have listed for $425 total. So $425 plus the $220 that I've already made off of this Def Jam game. I'm already in the tripling of my money. However, that's not including all the shipping costs, all the fees, all the promoted or anything. But I still have quite a few individual games that I'm listing. So my total number of individual games listed is 18. So 18 of these games were valued at $15 or higher. One game that's not included in any of these, I'm kind of holding for a friend who was interested in the game and is just going to let me know a little bit later. So if he doesn't end up wanting this game, then I am going to list it, and that game is valued at $40. Every single one of these other games, again, is valued from $15 to I think $35 is the highest. So between all of those games that I have listed, that's an additional $380 potential profit. So $380 on the individual games, not including the $40 game that may be available depending if my friend wants it or not. And then let's go ahead and total up everything with the game that I already sold plus the bundles. Alright, so that gives us a grand total of $1,025 in potential earnings, not including the other $40. So that one I am offering a deal to my buddy for $25 shipped. So this could be up to $1,050 or it could be as high as $1,065, just depending. Again, this is gross, which means it's before all of the fees, all of the shipping. But you can clearly see my $200 investment was very well spent. And I'm going to go ahead and show you right now, because as I'm filming this video same day, I did have quite a few of these games sell already. So I'm going to let you know which games sold super fast within one day and a few of these within just 1 and 2 hours. So in addition to the Def Jam game that already sold for $220, I've sold 4 additional games that equal $87.50. All 4 of those I promoted at 3% and I did free shipping. So $87.50 minus, let's say it costs about $3.50 per game, so that's going to be $14 plus the promoted plus the fees. I'm safely making $50 on these, and that's $50 profit. So, and that's very conservative. Realistically, I'm probably making a little closer to $60, but I'm in the profit. I'm so happy that I went back and purchased these bundles, even if I purchased them for the asking price that she wanted. However, I am glad that I got it for a reduced price versus what she was asking for. And that just goes to show you, I mean, there's so many different things that you can find at yard sales, which is why I love yard sales. And you have that negotiation, that haggling, that kind of a little bit of mystery, a little bit of gamble. So it's always going to be up to you on if it's worth the risk for you or not. If you know anything about this stuff, if you at least have some connections or people that you could reach out to. Topher, Hyphy Gold, Tom, Retro Obsessed, and Mama with a Camera. These are all just a few examples of people who reached out to me and helped me on Instagram, and I thank you guys so much. Definitely recommend using social media every now and then for networking, education, business aspects, connections. Plus that poll that I did, that wasn't a whole lot of help because it was 50-50, and I've never really seen a poll like that before. This poll was my most responded to and answered. I think normally on average I have maybe 30 to 50 people respond. This one I had about 80 people answer, and out of 80 people, for it to be really close to 50-50, that means, I mean, everybody was torn, you know. So 50% of the people would have passed up on this deal and could have passed up on a lot of money. So always just do what's best for you. But me particularly, I am a little bit of a gambler, so there we go. It just worked out for me, especially finding that one mega game. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, this part 2. Again, please go check out my part 1 video of the original yard sale day if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time. Bye!